to the grave.
International talk-topping podcast is bringing you discussions and personal commentary on music, entertainment, celebrities, politics, love, health, and happiness. Catch up on missed episodes anywhere you can find a podcast on all platforms. So do you want the tea? Well, simply talk with TURKBISH. Just talk with me.
Killing two and three motherfucking birds with one stone. At TURKBISH.
The topic for today is pretty much us wrapping up the month of September, specifically Young Thug. He's saying he doesn't like Mariah going to a therapist, Mariah the scientist. And he said he didn't want her going to a therapist, how he felt about people calling him gay or assuming that he's gay or assuming his sexuality. And he said he didn't care about it. He felt like his fashion is very futuristic. It's in 2050. But he had to dumb it down for the audience to understand because they weren't on the same wave as him. So he had to dumb himself down. The Cardi B's album and Doja Cat's album came out in September. So I do kind of want to talk about it a little bit. And last but not least, have you guys heard of the situation with David, the singer?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
That was insane. So I do want to touch on that as well. If your man or woman said he or she didn't want you going to therapy, would you respect that or go anyway?
Who first?
Yeah,
Because I'm in therapy right now, and I feel like there is nobody that's going to come between me and my therapy because that's me and my mental health. So I feel like nobody should be interfering, but they should definitely be supporting. I feel like that's just like a control grab.
I think if he didn't want me to go to therapy, he need therapy.
Exactly.
I agree.
If
What about
Why you
the
can't keep it out?
Thank you, Dale.
Well, does everybody believe in therapy? Like,
Yeah, that's a good question. Does everybody believe in therapy? We'll start with Chris at the top since he was so quiet.
I just feel like, I've been to therapy before. I've had people that worked for me and people that didn't. I think it's about finding the right therapist because some people don't relate to their therapist, even though they can typically be a good therapist or have patients or clients that they've done good for, but they might not be relatable to the current client or to you. Like, you might go in a room and be like, oh, this lady can't relate to me, so you're not going to listen to anything that she say.
Okay. What about you, Turk?
For myself, I believe that you have to be vulnerable in order to seek therapy. And a lot of people go into it thinking, okay, I can just go and just sit down for a little bit and just get a few things off my chest. But if you're not willing to be open and honest and just accept any type of feedback or criticism from your therapist, then it's not going to work. So I do believe that everybody should have it, especially for your own mental health.
I agree. And it's something that was once taboo in our community, like talking to somebody. But at this age in our time, I think that's very dumb for you not to. It's actually even if you don't think you need it, I always say go see what you can get out of it. You know what I mean? You never know. Do you think Mariah feels trapped or silenced in this relationship?
I feel like you could tell she's very submissive to him. I feel like it comes out from the outside looking in. We can't really say because I'm not on the other side, but from what it seemed like she's like very submissive. But it seems like he's kind of controlling. So that can definitely butt heads if it, it's overly done, the control and the submissiveness.
I agree. I feel like she needs her own individual therapy because a normal person, well, not normal, but a person in therapy would realize like all the red flags and everything like that. So I do feel like she needs her own separate therapy. I don't know if she feels trapped, but I feel like maybe she just doesn't want to leave yet. Yeah. I mean, a lot of us be in that space where we don't leave when we're supposed to, and I feel like that's the space she in.
And prior to him, did we really know her? I
That's
mean,
what I was
I
just
didn't
about
know
to
who
say.
Mariah Thomas was.
Me either.
Yeah.
We knew she was holding him down when he got locked up, and then she
Right.
came
That's where
out.
we started.
Hmm.
Okay. But everything is just us assuming. This a conversation,
I was
allegedly.
Yeah.
yeah. I
So
was gonna I was gonna say that like it's kind of like the outside looking in. If she is a naturally submissive person, then the dynamic of their relationship might work for her, and it might just everybody else might assume that like oh he's being too controlling or she's
Right.
being too submissive.
I do believe it could be that, and I also believe that there is like a power dynamics that go on between them. Like, of course, he has been like the breadwinner. Like, of course, his career is well more established than hers. Hers is just getting started. So I do feel like that has some particular say in it. Like, okay, I'm the one bringing in the money, even though he has been in jail, he still was bringing in income.
yeah.
But I do believe that there is a slight power dynamic there when it comes to them being in the industry, entertainment, and all of that stuff.
Right.
I feel like it's taking a flip now though, because Young Thug ain't doing too well when it comes to the music career,
Oh
and
no, that album was bad,
and
too
now
rushed.
right, and we love Mariah the Scientist just because what she gives off, it just seems like she just has a natural, genuine, loving personality. So it's
Mm-hmm.
deeper than her music.
Mhm.
So I feel like the roles is kind of reversing now, but
Right.
Now, could therapy have exposed secrets in their relationship that Thug would want to hidden? And that's what he may be worried about?
Absolutely.
Of
I think
course.
so.
There's a lot of things that we even heard, throughout his whole court case that we didn't even believe. And we was like, oh, wow, this happened. And so I do believe that in therapy, and of course, HIPAA laws, you have every right to speak to your therapist and you can disclose any information to them as long as it's not causing harm to yourself or others before they have a duty to report. And so I do believe that he is in fear that she might say the wrong thing and another investigation might happen. And he don't need that at this point, or he's right back where he started.
Well, yeah, true.
I think it's more like some of like an insecurity like on his part. You know what I mean? Where like he's thinking too much about what she might say. Because the way I see it, it looks like she's kind of going through like a public humiliation. Like every day seems to be something new. On her that he's doing to her has or have done to her. So it's just like tomatoes, tomatoes.
Yeah.
And he's scared, maybe she's gonna divulge something, and if it's not to him and somebody else is hearing it, they're gonna look at him different. You know what I mean?
Now, do you guys think that rappers fear therapy only because it might soften their image as well?
I think a lot of them are not ready for therapy. I don't think that they've even come to terms with the fact that they may need it or an outlet. Because I mean, everybody doesn't have to go to therapy, but I do feel like everybody needs a responsible, unbiased
Is it
outlet.
homophobic for fans and bloggers to keep calling rappers gay when they wear colorful clothes, paint nails, or talk different? I say yeah, only because it doesn't happen to rockers. You know what I mean? It didn't happen to Prince. Prince got all the older ladies. You know what I mean? I never understood
Exactly.
it, but he did.
Yeah, we look back at the 70s and the 80s and how the fashion was then. Like,
and they used to
men
wear
were,
platforms.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
it was, I mean, come on. It's just a different time now. So, of course, people are more sensitive than ever these days when it comes to things of the LGBT community, and as well as just how you dress and toxic masculinity, all of that stuff, all of that is combined into one when it comes to judging how these rappers act or dress, especially Young Thug, because he gets a lot for sure.
But I feel like um I don't think it's homophobic. I think it's more of them trying to just be like the first person to be like, oh, I called that, I said that, and we associate certain things with certain genders, same way as we do anything else. So it all boils down to them wanting to be the one to be like, oh, I told you that he was gay, and they don't necessarily hate gay people. They don't necessarily feel a type of way towards those people. They want it to be out if that person is, or they want to be right. Like, oh well, I saw him in a dress. I knew he was gay when I seen it. I've been saying that.
But if somebody isn't gay and they decide to sue you, Now what happened?
Nobody's opinion is open. Like I couldn't see Prince on stage and go tweet about it. Like I think that's the biggest difference. The way that we can communicate our emotions and our feelings, and everybody can see it. Like I seen a video of Prince asking a girl did her man ass look as good as his. So I know for a fact that like it was a bunch of men in the stage like, come on, bro. But guess what? The ladies loved it, so you couldn't knock them for it. But they couldn't just hop on the line and be like, bro, that was gay as hell. Like they just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what plays a bigger role in it. The fact that you can show like post your opinion, and then a bunch of people can retweet it, and it like it's just the way that you can kind of like that social media platform that you use, rather than it actually being more people calling it out. I don't feel like as much has changed as far as the amount of people who say something. I just is the fact that you can see what they say and like how fast information can travel, and depending on their platform, how fast it spreads.
I just don't get a culture that accepts sagging, right? With your ass cheeks out, pretty much. But other fashions are off limit. You know what I mean? To me, it's the dumbest thing. Period. Huh?
I feel like that's another thing. Like it's a lot of people that don't like sagging. My mom don't like I got family like that's not acceptable to certain people. But it was a fashion thing, and some people just was like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna wear what I want, I'm gonna do what I want, and it just kept going.
Yeah.
Especially if you're sagging and you got stains in your drawers. That's just disgusting. Like that's nasty. I don't want to see that. And I've seen it so many times here from where I am. That they just sagging, walking around, and they got stains in their hands. I don't get that.
Stains in their hands.
Stains in their hands. I'm gonna start using that. Thanks, Turk.
You're
But is being labeled sassy worse for a man's career than being labeled toxic? Especially,
I think toxic's probably worse.
I feel like it depends on who you are, to be honest, because I feel like if you like one of the top rappers, they don't care. That it don't matter what they label you as. There's some rappers out here that they've been saying sassy, gay, this and that, and it does not matter.
I feel like toxic plays into that. Okay, he's a rapper, he's famous, he's gonna be toxic. I feel like that doesn't really affect a man's image except around the people that are like on the same status as him. Like Future, for instance, like he's Mr. Toxic. He's Mr. Toxic, and everybody loves Future. Like,
Chris Brown toxic too.
Everybody loves Chris Brown.
Whoa.
yeah.
But we like the music.
Abdi said, yeah.
No, I like Chris Brown.
Yeah, I mean,
That's why you agree.
too, but
I like his music too, but I like Chris Brown.
But that's like their lifestyle revolves around them. Like everybody just pops up and be like, yeah, he's literally the icon. Like you're Russell Wilson or your Future. Like he's the extreme, and he lived that. He literally lived it. Now, if you were to be like he was sassy, be like,
I mean, he is. Songs about.
I mean, technically, he is sassy.
He is right. He is with the disrespect that he gives, but we still love him and listen to him. So I feel like
he needs therapy.
he definitely needs therapy. But I feel like it don't matter because it's Future.
yeah.
Right.
People want therapy.
I just never saw it for Future. I guess I'm more of a Russell Wilson. Like, I just didn't see it. And he looks like what's her name from The Devil Wears Prada.
Is she the old lady or the younger lady?
The older lady.
Oh, I don't know her name. Damn.
And he look like her.
Yeah, to me, he looks like her.
I need to see this
saw her. I
lady.
was like, I'll take Russell. I'll find her. Oh, Meryl Streep.
You think they look alike?
Yes. Here, I'll
Wait,
find
Meryl
it.
Streep looks like who?
Future.
You must be talking about his new haircut.
No. I
Disrespectful.
mean, that haircut is
Talking about
bad.
Future with the glasses on, because if you take his shades off,
Bruh, I don't know if y'all can see this, but look.
I'm dead.
I'm weak.
That's funny.
Oh
They
my
do got
god.
the
That's
same
crazy.
God, she
cheekbones
is so
though.
ugly.
It's them
Reach.
cheekbones.
It's definitely them cheekbones.
Yeah, I just give me Russell.
Why were they side by side already?
Somebody
Somebody.
got
Somebody
a
was probably saying they
comparison.
look
Somebody
alike.
said side by side.
Argument on Twitter or some shit.
No. And then with guys, I feel like when you call them toxic, most guys are gonna be like, haha, that's cool. But you call a guy sassy,
They gonna
they
be
might
pissed
just be
off.
tilted.
You
You
ready
know
to
what I
flip
mean?
on you?
Yeah, you touched them a little bit. You call somebody sassy.
So we're gonna go on to the next topic, which is Cardi B, Doja Cat, and their albums, like the whole image. Whose
What we think
music
about
do you guys
them.
prefer?
Between the two,
Yeah, I say
both of
Doja.
their albums was really good. But I love Cardi.
I'm
I'm
definitely here for
gonna say
Doja's.
Cardi because I don't go and listen to Doja like this. I'm gonna say Cardi.
Doja album is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen.
When it comes to lyrical ability and the production of their albums in this moment, I would give it to Doja. And Doja has a one up for me because she wrote her entire album and did the beats.
And she is so creative.
Yeah, she's so creative, and the fact that she's like bringing nostalgia back to rap a little bit by bringing some of the '70s and '80s elements, I love that for what she's giving. And then she just portrayed two videos actually, one the other day for Gorgeous, and then she has another one coming out tonight. And so she's on the roll, she's on the ball. Like
I think a lot of us go for Cardi though because Cardi this new era is outside female.
She's relatable, real
Yeah,
relatable.
so she's very relatable when it comes to that. Doja, you got to be more like in depth with music, lyrics, like on that type. But if you just play some Cardi and she's like, "Oh, that beat, I can twerk to this."
Cardi is ratchet, and that's what's relatable.
Cardi is what?
She ratchet, and that's what y'all relate to.
ratchet, and she just says anything that
She
comes to
say
her
whatever
mind.
comes to the top of her head.
Yeah, and it's not always smart at all.
That's why I love Cardi though, because she gonna speak her mind and she
here
don't
for
care.
Doja. We're here for Doja.
I don't listen to
Shameless
people with their
plug. music,
music, but I've never personally liked Cardi. She do get up, like she get the girls lit. She turn up a party, but for the most part, I never cared for her.
You
I
said
just don't see her as a musician, right? So like Ashley said, oh, she's relatable, but is her music good? No, I can barely understand, and it's not because of the accent, because I can understand Bad Bunny, right? So it's not that, but it's just she raps like she has a heavy tongue. You know what I mean? Like the words aren't really enunciated.
her accent.
Like it's a struggle.
Like it's a struggle to
I
rap.
like that new album
She's out of
because
breath.
I can relate to in her new album. I feel like you could feel her pain, and since I've been there too, I heard like I took time to listen to what she was saying because I've been there too. So it was that type of thing. But I do get what you're saying. She do.
I mean, her new album was about a lot of the emotional stuff she been through in her marriage. So a lot of fans were waiting on that anyway.
But it took you 7 years, bro.
I mean, she's still going through
Years for you to tell us
it.
about Offset cheating on you.
I mean, we watched the whole thing play out.
Yeah, but but a lot of people don't she never put it into her music.
And it's the point now where she's getting a divorce. So before it was like, I'm going to still take him back. I still love him. I'm going to go back and forth. I can talk about it, talk shit about him. Excuse me.
Yeah.
My language, y'all don't ban us. But, and then come back and then come back type thing. But now that she's like firm in her decision, I feel like now is why she put it out there. Like I can talk about it now because whatever I say, I know I'm not going back to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You said, Abdi, stop hating on my girl. I'm not hating her. I just see her more of a reality TV. When she was on Love and Hip Hop, I enjoyed her. I think she's hilarious. But when it comes to rap, I literally skip past, her music. I think I only like one song, and it was that I like it like that. That one. That's it.
Crazy. I like the total opposite of that song. I like Be Careful. I feel like if she do some shit like Be Careful and like give us that vulnerability type of side from her, other than the songs that she got right now, I can't get with it. But something like Be Careful, I feel like she could go up in music even further. But
did you see the song Man of My Word?
no, I didn't unfortunately listen to her album. I just couldn't I couldn't wrap my brain around just hitting play on that.
I feel like that Be Careful song is similar. That's why I asked.
Oh, it is similar?
Yeah, it's
Okay, I'm
kind
gonna
of.
check that out. No, now I did listen to the previews. I did listen to the previews on iTunes because I won't gonna stream her album first week. But I did hear one song. I don't know if that's the song, but that song sounded like, okay, a Be Careful.
Yeah.
And I was like, this might be the one, but I don't know the title of it. I'll have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
Stephanie said she also had 3 kids, so even her on a press tour while pregnant, she needs credit even after 7 years. Yeah, but I feel like that's almost like a gimmick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that's what it is. I don't
Do we know
Her
how
kids
many
on the marketing
people
stream.
have been
but it
pregnant
almost
and
feels
performing?
like it to me. Like every time she wants to come out and get attention, she'll be like, "Oh, I got pregnant." Okay.
I don't think she's announcing it because she wants attention. I think she's
Yeah.
announcing it because she got pregnant. Like anybody
No,
else would.
no, 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 no. We're not going to do that because she lied about being pregnant for months and then waited till the right opportunity, her album, the announcement of her album week, to say, oh, hey, by the way, I am pregnant. After she said multiple times, no, I'm not pregnant, I'm not pregnant. We knew you were going to use it as a tool all
That's what you're
along.
supposed to
We
do.
knew. I mean, yeah, but don't lie to us about it. We know. Like, don't lie to your audience. That's
They all
probably
do
why
that.
a
Just
lot
don't
of
read
people
that much
didn't buy
into
it.
it.
Yeah, they definitely all do
They
that.
all
They
do
hide
that.
their kids' faces. They hide their pregnancies. They
Because look, we didn't know Brandy had a baby for years until
Yeah.
the baby was older. She lied about it. And we was like, girl, we know you had a baby. We know you had a baby. We saw you
we still don't
pregnant
know
in
if
your music
Beyonce really
video.
had her kids or not. We still trying to figure that one out.
I'm gonna go mute myself. I'm not gonna talk about the queen and get my
Whose
channel
visuals and
down.
fashion match the music better? Like, if you guys watched any of them. Me personally, this time I like Doja's, but regularly I do like Cardi's only because they do give her a big budget, so it's more pretty things to look at. You know what I mean? But the music, and that's what music is supposed to do, not see, but to hear. And I don't want to hear it. So, and not even being funny. And like, I'm not being a hater. It's just we all have that one artist that you're like, ugh, shut up. And she's her. I mean, she's it.
She's her.
I mean, in terms of graphics, I think Cardi had it, but in terms of overall aesthetic, I give it to Doja. Like as far as an album rollout, aesthetically pleasing for me, Doja. But the graphics, Cardi, you ate that. You ate the little birds and all of that. Everything that you had going on, the one leg up, all things cute. Using your court photos for your album cover, that was a cute idea. It was a cute idea.
She does have cool videos and cool aesthetics, but music is not hitting it for me. And she's funny. I'll give her that too. Which album has songs you can play straight through, no skips? And it can be any of their albums.
He's about to flash that vinyl again.
Huh?
He's about to flash that vinyl again.
Oh my! How did you know? Oh my god!
You were looking for it?
No, I have it. It's right here. But if he wants me to flash it, I can't.
Thank you, Stephanie. So which one of them could survive without drama on social media? Like, no drama happening in their lives, either one, and they can still sell music.
Yeah, I think Doja. Cardi makes her money off of the drama that she has going on.
I agree. Cardi and Doja both clap back at fans. Who does it better? Me
I think
personally,
Cardi.
I ain't gonna lie. I will say Doja Cat's vocabulary is bigger.
Doja Cat is more intellectual. She gonna cuss you out, and if you dumb, you're not gonna even know you just got cussed out because you can't understand how she just cussed you out, and she just disrespected you fully. So she definitely
That's
do
how I
that.
like to cuss out people. Like, so I'm biased, I guess, on that one. What about y'all?
I don't never look at none of their clapbacks, but I just couldn't. Cardi is the kind of person I couldn't argue with. I would just be like, okay. Okay.
Pussy.
I would be like, that sounds like something she would say back, and I'd be like, okay.
If both of them went head to head in a versus right now, who do you think would win? So I will say this: if you think Cardi will win, raise your hand.
I don't think they're in the same category, so I can't answer that. They're
Yeah.
Like,
I just couldn't because they're not in the same category. I was just talking to
like-
my sister about people in certain categories today. Like they're not a comparison of battle because they're on two different scales.
So which field is higher?
Yeah.
Doja Cat is higher to me because lyrically and intellectually and creatively she's there, but Cardi is more like, I have a ratchet side. I like the sometimes what she say, I just be like, let me go start writing some lyrics real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, depends on how I feel that day. So I don't know.
Okay. Ashley said Doja.
I think Doja too. I think she also just has more music to even pull from. So like the more hits you had, the easier something like that would be like to staple you in, okay, I got this accolade, this versus the person that has like two or three, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Are we
and
talking? Are we talking like versus like, oh, I'm gonna bring albums and songs that are hits, or are we talking like if they went lyrically like bar for bar?
Bar for bar, nobody want to see that.
Right. I mean, nobody
Cardi don't write her
does.
own music though, do she? So she wouldn't even be
she
able
would
to
have
do it.
somebody's pen and pad or something. Somebody wrote it for it, and she
Yeah,
just
Cardi don't
recited.
write her own music, so
But that's
they
what
wouldn't.
I'm just trying to understand whether we're talking versus like they did with the R&B and the where they just came on and just
I think
redid.
hit versus hit.
Oh, okay.
That was your question, right, Abdi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's a hit versus hit, it's definitely going to Doja. She's had a top 10 hit every year since she's came out.
And she
Not
has
just
a
one,
song.
maybe two or three. Yeah.
Well, if we saying hit versus hit, then I pick Cardi. I don't pick
I
Doja.
think Cardi
If we
would
going
turn the crowd
lyrically,
up
it's Doja.
because I feel like the verses that we had during COVID, that was more about entertainment, and I feel like Cardi would be more entertaining and more like she would be more theatrical.
She would run out of hits, though.
Doja Cat perform. She can dance.
Get 20.
She can sing. She can rap. She can twerk. She can do the robot. Like literally. So as far as entertainment,
Be top of the mountain.
entertainment-wise, like
Rest
you
in
would go
peace,
to a
Michael.
Beyonce concert to see Beyonce as an entertainer.
Cardi
right?
B can't dance. So entertainment, we don't go to see her move. We go to hear what her songs because she can't perform for real. I feel like if it wasn't any choreography involved,
Mhm.
she would just be on the stage. That would just be.
I guess girls go to see the entertain. I mean, to guys, they think she can twerk. So that's all she had to do for men.
She couldn't twerk at first. Her booty was stiff. It might.
Oh my
jiggle.
God, did you see her recent picture of her sitting down and that booty just
And her
sitting out
booty was sitting on the side beside her.
Jesus, that looked
She
like a
just took the
landslide.
booty off and just set it beside her. Like, hold on. Like,
I
I'm
say,
put you back
girl.
on when I get up.
Who? Cardi?
Take it, yeah, take it off. That's all I was saying, girl. Take it
Yeah,
off.
she done had too much done.
That's wow. I don't even know what Cardi look like right now.
She looks like the cat lady. Remember that used to have surgery or whatever back in the day? Like it was an old cat lady, white lady. Like she started to look like that to me.
Shut.
Yeah, she doing too much.
I liked her when she was in the middle stage. Like when she first came out, I did like her too. You know what I mean? She got her teeth done. I was like, oh, she's still cute. You know, like I like that she got her teeth done. But after all the work, I was like, whose albums feel more timeless versus more TikTok trendy? Sorry, TikTok.
I
I
can
was-
even
I don't think either.
I mean, if you say
Right.
if we had to pick one for
I
timeless,
am very TikTok-y.
I
yeah,
think Doja timeless only because she experiments with different sounds, right? And like right now she's in the 80s. That's a whole different time. And so I do feel like she's gonna be more timeless. But
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
feel like Cardi's a trendy person.
yeah. Like I'm not gonna be rapping WAP when I'm like 65. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Some girls these days probably still will be singing WAP.
I
Oh,
can't even
Lord.
play that song with my kids around. So nope. Not timeless.
it's so explicit. Jeez.
I ain't gonna lie, when she dropped it though, everybody was like, "What?"
Damn.
I felt bad for the kids because I saw the kids rapping it. I was like, oh no.
I
Is
wish
this
my
what the
kids
world has
would.
went to?
She said, "Touch that what in the where?" Like,
Yeah. And parents were like posting their kids rapping and stuff. I'm like, did they lose their minds too? Like, what is
Oh,
going
yeah.
on?
TikTok dropped a whole new challenge for her when that song came out.
I like
Yeah.
the brain rot is what I call it.
And I agree with Jack. She said you have to have a lot of hits for me to go to a concert and be entertained. So, I mean, yeah, I do think hits they matter. I don't want to hear 2 or 3 songs. I don't pay a lot of money to hear 2 or 3 songs. I gotta heard it out.
Do that at every concert. He try to drop a new song and be like, sing along. We be like, we don't know it.
So we're gonna talk about David and the whole missing team. To kind of give you guys a little insight, rising artist David Anthony Burke, 20, was tied to a shocking case when the body of a 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez missing since April of 2024. Yeah, she went missing on my birthday, April 5th. I was like, whoa. I don't know why that really matters, but I just wanted to. And she was 13 at the time, and she was found in the trunk of his Tesla on September 8, 2025. The car had been ticketed, towed, and impounded after a foul odor was reported. Police are still investigating the motive and whether others were involved. Should David be canceled now, or do we wait until all the facts are out?
I mean, from everything I read about it, it seems, I don't know. I'm not a killer, but it just seems like it's all leading up to him.
And if he did it, he making a mockery out of it by like those bloody shirts and stuff. So let's go ahead and get him out the way now.
Yeah.
Like, it don't even matter.
In terms of evidence, though, like everything right now is circumstantial. So when it comes to like DNA, y'all know how all of this stuff works. Like regardless if it leads to them or not, and we as the public believe that he did it, then we still have to wait for forensics. We still have to wait for the autopsy for her stuff to come back, and then tie all of that together. Then we have to look for witness statements. So it's so much that go into it. So he might get off based off them just having circumstantial evidence. That's why they haven't been able to convict him or like charge him with anything yet, because it's just based off circumstantial evidence.
What was
Stephanie said they let him stay on tour, which is crazy. Well, they didn't let him stay on tour in the United States, but overseas.
Yeah,
so
he kept his dates going overseas, so he's still working.
So with everything that he just said, like I'm pretty sure everybody in here binge watched a few crime shows. You know how y'all ladies get with y'all murder mysteries and stuff. Like,
hold on, I like a good murder mystery too.
Especially at night.
They be plotting when they watch it.
They're like, ooh, you did what though?
We learn a couple
like,
things.
huh?
Oh,
No,
that got dark.
But nah, like it's all comes down to like you said, all the sound evidence, like the solid evidence. Everything could be like, oh, this person did it, but you know, people frame people. Mm-hmm. Like, I do believe he should be in some type of, him being the main suspect should have him in some type of like limited
monitor, limited.
Yeah, like, because he go out of the country and then he go to some country that doesn't expedite criminals, or like he's gonna be free even if he do get charged with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I agree with, Stephanie and Zaina are in the comments. So Zaina says she probably would have still been alive had she not been messing with him. Stephanie said they were online while she was missing, and she was underage, so that's a crime. And then she said it's a crime to go to sleep is relaxing. Yeah, it is. I just said that.
Y'all are psychos.
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't know. I watch scary movies before bed, though.
Very psychotic. I can't watch stuff like that to go to sleep. That messes with my spirit. You're going to wake up a killer one day trying to go to sleep with a true crime.
I sleep with my pew-pew right beside me, so I'm fine. And I like my doors and windows. So if I hear one little, I'm a light sleeper. One little,
yeah.
I think there's enough, like, I guess, circumstantial evidence as of right now that kind of just he's tied way too much in, like, with this girl based upon like her own family's testimonies, the fact that it was his car that was left outside of his house. It's like, how do you? This is your car. How do you not? Shit, it would be in a garage somewhere. Fuck no, I'm not leaving that shit on the street.
Even if they didn't charge him though with the murder, they need to charge him with she was underage. She was a minor. So at the time period.
Literally.
It's a lot of videos coming and evidence that you were dealing with her. So even if you didn't take it to that level of her not being here anymore, you still dealt with her as a minor. So that within itself, they should charge him for that at least, and that'll hold him still until they finish doing what they got to do.
Right, but that's what that goes back to what I was saying about him being outside of the country. If he's in a certain country, they can't even legally go get him.
Oh, there's not many places U.S. can't
Well,
get to.
unless
That's
the
pretty
country
easy.
gives them off and they work with the United States. But in the era right now that we're in and how we've been
It ain't happening.
working with every other country,
Right.
I don't know.
They're
Y'all
not
president.
extraditing nobody.
No, I'm pretty sure they can get somebody
Unless
back
it's
if they want
benefiting
it bad
him,
enough.
he ain't
What do you guys think
none
the
of that.
motive was?
Yeah.
And this
They-
is all opinions, right? So anyone watching, whenever we do post it, I don't want y'all coming at my throat saying you are accusing him or not. This is opinions.
My assumption, because I don't know if y'all heard that they said it was a baby, and that they
Yeah.
found the baby's
So
remains.
that's what. Yeah, I thought because she's pregnant, he tried to get
Yeah,
rid of
so
her.
either she was underage and she was saying that she was going to keep it and kind of that would ruin his career, because if it was to come out she was pregnant by him as her being a minor, that could be the case. So he snaps, or I don't know. I just feel like it was something had to do with the baby thing and her being underage.
I
think
thought
the baby
something had
was
come out saying that the medical examiner had said that she wasn't pregnant. I think it's like today. I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
okay.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
ain't
I
heard
was
that.
seeing online that they were saying that she was, but I could be wrong too. It could have changed. Because they didn't know based on how the body was like decomposing. There's a lot of things that they can't find the specific date. So what they're trying to do is pretty much like look at the lifespan of the maggots and the flies to see when it starts. You know what I mean? They'll at least have a timeline. But it's a mess, and it's in California in the heat. You know what I mean? So that body really was decomposing.
But that goes back to say, like, you ain't no way you've been driving around in your car and not knowing that you ain't popped the trunk, you ain't smelled it through the back seats. Like,
You know, that's
How long was
not
it
bad.
there?
that's what they're trying to figure out. But
It was like
it's
since
been
August.
there almost a whole month. That's crazy.
I would say I think it might be possible with like forensic evidence and shit. If they can get the car, they can maybe like do like a diagnostic and see like where it went, like what drives.
Well, it's a
Maybe it
Tesla.
is a Tesla, so
They can get all of that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's like if that comes out, then that's going to be pretty crazy. You'll know when it was last used, where it went.
They can get all that information. Tesla keep all that information for months. The car drives itself. They gotta keep records.
Yeah. No, there's a video, right, of her on, she was at one of his concerts. And she was standing on a balcony and curly hair, and she was at his concert, but there's security standing beside her. And they were seeing if that was her, but, you know, it looks just like her. Same top that she, got unalived in, and same curly hair, right? So my thing is, if security's watching, and then somebody had to move the car back and forth, it's not going to be David, I don't think, at least. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
People are stupid.
that would be stupid. So who's working with him, or who did it, or is he being framed is another question. But the whole child molestation situation, that, you know, is a no-no. He needs to go to jail for that alone.
Right.
No, I'm saying people are stupid. Like people do dumb stuff. Like that's how they get caught. They do dumb stuff like drive the car or make songs about murdering someone and have a whole macabre setup behind them, and then some shit like this comes out about them.
Yeah. Now, when he did the video, that was in 2022. It was a video of him taking a body, putting it in the back of a trunk, and, you know, it was like blood everywhere. But that was in 2022. The girl didn't go missing until 2024, April. So that was 2 years before. So I don't think we should be able to use that and say, oh, that's what he did, or it was inspired by that. You know what I mean?
It could be ideation.
Could be.
He might have been planning it, then use that as a part of the music video.
Like people usually they work their way up to things like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I watch too many murder mysteries.
Why
You
do you
shut up.
think she wasn't found sooner if she'd been missing since April of 2024?
I'm just trying to figure out like where her parents and her friends and stuff is at, because
I read about something
If her
that
parents
said that they
didn't know.
knew, and that they just kept swept it under the rug, like her friends and mama knew, but because he was rich, it was like I guess they looked at him as a come up, so they made it acceptable for her to date somebody who had money.
Yeah,
Was it?
and
'Cause I
just
thought
that's
I
what I'm saying.
heard.
Like,
I thought I heard somebody say the mom told them she didn't know who her daughter was dating, but it was a guy named David because she would say his name was David. Um, so I just based off of that, I would assume that they didn't know. But did you hear something different, Ashley?
I heard after they had said that about the moms, I had read something else that said that they knew, like some of the friends and family knew, but because he had money, they
Yeah.
didn't say nothing. So it was okay, I guess, at the time, them thinking it was a come up until, she went missing. But of course, then they say when she went missing, the neighbor made a report saying that she was over there all the time, basically like she lived there, and then he stopped seeing her.
I just always look at it crazy how anytime it's a Latina girl or a black girl, they just assume she ran away. That's the first thing they want to go for. You know what I mean? But they want to investigate any other time. Like, oh, she couldn't have ran away. She was a good girl. But the Latina and black girls, oh, they have to be fast. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I hate that
they,
narrative.
yeah, they
Huh?
probably out doing something they weren't supposed to be doing anyway. That's why they haven't came home.
Yeah, instead of doing your job. Why didn't his team or label step in or report anything suspicious? Because that's a good question. If you see him with a girl, right? She looks like a minor. Well, he is 20 and she was 15, so maybe he was like, oh, she's 18 and she just, I don't know. But wouldn't they do, shouldn't they do like an investigation or at least their own research on the girl? If it's
I
he's a
would,
representative, huh?
I would definitely think that because like it's like you said, he's a like that's one of the things like that person represents me. They're like he's a part of my team, so to some standard, it's just the same as him being around me in the first place.
Yeah.
Um, but that's the thing. So like we got to think about it. A lot of people didn't speak out about Diddy because they didn't want to lose their jobs. They didn't want to lose their income, their source of money. Like we got to think about that. That factors into it too. So a lot of people, if they say something, that's their career
Yeah.
in a nutshell. Especially if you're working in like PR or something like. Because I've seen it happen to my friends so many times. Like they work with an artist or a celebrity and they're like, I noticed this and I want to speak out about this. And as soon as that celebrity gets word that they're going to do something like that, they shut their whole career down. They block them from the industry. They blackball them from working with other people. If someone does give them a job and that celebrity calls another celebrity to reference, they're going to say, no, don't hire them. Don't hire it. Let them go. So, I mean, we got to think about that too. So morally it's wrong for people not to say anything. Yes, and their safety. Morally it's wrong for them not to say anything, but at the same time, people still want to eat. Simple.
Yeah,
Like, let's look at how the whole government right now is doing with the whole e-files. I'll say that. I don't want to even say his name.
Yeah,
But
no.
how they're brushing it under the rug. Oh, maybe, they have all these excuses for it. But if it was the other way around,
they'll drop the whole list.
yeah, they would have dropped the whole list. And so
Well,
to me, I feel like it's just, yeah, it's careers and people just being scared. So they would rather see bad and brush it under the rug, you know what I mean, than to lose their job.
I mean, I think it's a lot of mutually like assured destruction. Like you know this about me, but I know this about you. So like I'll hush if you hush. So everybody's done something at some point, whether it's the money or their dirty little deed. So everyone's just covering each other's mouth. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah. Do you think anyone helped him hide the body and get rid of it? I know we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, but do you think he did it by himself, everything, or do you think he had help from security guard and all of it?
I don't think it's like possible for him to do it all by himself and not already been caught. Not
I
with
think
how
it.
like, open and free he's been acting. Like it had to be some type of help.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's smart and dumb to, I guess, do it yourself. The good thing is if you do it yourself, you only got to worry about yourself telling. If you're not gonna tell, then it's just a matter of how well you play it off. If you do it with somebody else, that's more risk. You know what I mean? Like you don't know when that person's gonna
That's just
crack
a
and
new
say
platform.
whatever about
If this
whatever.
was your favorite artist, would you stop listening, supporting, or secretly keep playing his or her music?
I say no.
No, you would still listen to their music?
Yeah, it's music. I
Yeah.
mean, The music is not the killer. It's the person who did the music. Like I'm not. It
Yeah,
ain't
that's what
like
I
I'm
say.
I
interacting
feel
with
the
them on a
same way.
personal level. It's like their music I like. I don't have to like them as a person, but
Yeah.
I can still like their music.
I
Cause
feel like
listen,
too many people get tied into celebrities' lives that they feel like upset when celebrities do. Like you're forgetting they're still a real person. Like they still do stuff. They still make mistakes. They everything that happens to them is not happening to you. Like and people tear people down for they tear celebrities down for being normal people. Like I'm gonna always listen. R. Kelly is gonna play at every cookout, every family reunion, like every 35 and up club I've ever been to. We're gonna step in the name of love. Like
That's another
everybody,
thing that's different. Stepping in the name of love is different than what's his name, David, and the music that he made, where he's like, Celeste, I love you, and that's the girl that passed, like that got murdered. You know what I mean? It's
but
two.
I'm
But
saying as
even
a
King
super,
Vine made a song about how they went and did something. There was somebody kid they killed, and they still play the music. Like people tell their stories in their songs.
right.
You don't have to agree with it. It ain't like you gonna go and do something like that, but the songs still sound good.
Yeah, so I personally would listen. Like I still listen a lot. One thing that everybody bring up to me, like my friends and family, they be like, "Yo, Trey Songz got allegedly like 55 cases on him, sexual assault cases." I'd be like, "Okay," and like I still be Mr. Steal Your Girl when I go out. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
yeah, I'm not gonna be wishing for him to be blessed or anything like
Yeah,
that.
like
I'm
No,
gonna
I
listen
ain't
to your
gonna.
song.
I'm not gonna go to the trial and be like, "Free my nigga." That ain't got nothing to do with me.
you
Okay.
know, Stephanie said they're still making money off the music though, so we
Right.
boycott Target for a cause, but not the music. And I agree 100%.
I
I
mean, I think
disagree
if
with
it
the comment
was,
on Jack supporting the killer. Absolutely not. I don't agree with that
I
comment.
think it depends on what's going on, like, and how you hold it, like how valuable it is to you as a person, like the actions that was committed. And personally, I don't listen to R. Kelly even though I want to, and I don't listen to Diddy even though I want to. But I do listen to Chris Brown. But
You want to listen to Diddy?
in a situation where it's like he could possibly have killed somebody, and like I said earlier about him making a mockery, I'm not about to listen to his music and support that.
But
That's just
how
me.
you listen to Chris Brown, but you don't listen to R. Kelly and P Diddy, but Chris Brown
stole them
domestically
both.
beat Rihanna.
Okay. Especially if
Because
you
I
listen
feel
to
like Chris
Mario,
Brown is
he beat
somebody
his
who like
mama.
learned from it. Like I feel like he's somebody who learned from it, but I don't feel like
You
the
said
others
what?
did,
That's
and
just the
they're
option
older.
they gave him.
No, Mario beat his mother. That's yeah. So I mean, if we listen to "Crying Out for Me," there's nothing wrong with
Chris
that.
Brown. I love Chris Brown.
Me too.
Let me address Stephanie Cheek in the comments. Something she said earlier. She was like, "We don't. We counsel our family members that do something to us, but not the celebrities and their music." First off, that's two different things because your family member isn't out here making music. If they are and they're doing it, that's a different thing. You can not support their music, but yeah, hold up,
Stephanie
you
said what
Stephanie,
I did.
yes, girl, because you tried it, girl, because your family member that you're speaking of is not, a celebrity. They're not Chris Brown. They're not Trey Songz. So that's different. We don't know these people. We don't know Chris Brown. We don't know Trey Songz. We don't know R. Kelly. We don't know all of these people. So that's a choice for you whether or not you want to not support their music or not. Everybody doesn't have that
Yeah.
same view.
Yeah. No, Jack is about to come for you too. She's like, not too much on my cousin now. That's
I'm
Stephanie.
just,
If
I'm
he
just,
is
I'm just kidding,
innocent,
but
does the stain of this case still ruin his career forever, or can he be built from that?
I think it ruined it.
I think he would go popular if he was like not guilty.
Yeah. I mean, he's guilty at least of one thing for sure, and that's having a minor. You know what I mean? And dating a minor. So that for sure, you're not coming back good.
Yeah, I don't think he wasn't a big enough name to survive this type of case.
Yeah, this case is what gave him fame. You know what I mean? In my eyes, because I didn't know who he was either. I don't think a lot of people knew who he was. I kept seeing in the comments. How do you say his name? D4VD.
That is true.
Jack said people still dislike Will for the slap, so his career is probably over. Yep.
And even if he comes off innocent, there's still gonna be those people that's like, too much evidence came to make you think you did it. You just got off, but I still feel like you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think his level, like you said, you only know him because of the case. So I don't. If he's proven innocent, whether he's innocent or guilty, I think this is the highlight of his career.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
if he
the
makes
highlight
it
of
out
it.
innocent, it might top it
Yes.
for a little bit at least. 'Cause that would be a crazy situation. Like you don't have any guilt at all in her murder. Yet somehow she's in your trunk, your
Yeah,
car,
trunk
your
of your car.
place. Like I think he would become a sensation with
That's
a good
true.
market
I
push.
can see. I can see that.
A good
Yeah, maybe
market push.
what if? Yeah, that is a good question. What if he did want to become, this big, you know, famous person or whatever, based on people are always going to talk about him,
It'll be like O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
like O.J. Simpson. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's different. OJ was already a famous football player. He had already had a famous background.
I'm saying as far as how the crime go, if he come off innocent, he could with having fame or coming off or being somebody that people will always talk about because the evidence aligns, and then you come off innocent. It's just like how you do that? Like teach me, like what's like that type of thing.
yeah.
As long as he don't go write a book afterwards like OJ did.
Oh
If
yeah,
I
don't
did
do
it.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I mean, anybody that will buy his book is insane too. You know what I mean?
They
That'd
buy
be a good
serial
mystery
killer
if he
books
put
all the time.
detail in there. Y'all like murder mystery. Y'all might like
Yeah,
that,
that's the
Dreez.
same thing.
Okay.
Dude,
They
as
buy the
long as
tell-all
he's
books.
not getting the money for it. Does that make sense? As long as I'm not putting money in his books, I'm okay.
So if somebody else bought the book and then just like, here, you should read this. You got it for free.
Yeah, I would. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
about to
gonna
say,
say money. I might as well get the juicy details.
I think if you're convicted of a crime and you write a tell-all book, you can only get up to a certain amount of money for it anyway.
That's some nasty work.
Yeah, they don't allow you to make
know what not to do. Saying me too.
Yeah, you get caught. That's the thing you know not to do.
Right. Don't get caught. Do not get caught. Make sure if you want to do it, you know you want to do it. You can't come back from it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll watch it because it does give me that security of knowing, okay, this is how they think. You know what I mean? Or they were plotting on this, so it kind of gives you an idea. Somebody may switch up one day, but most of them kind of have the same tendencies. You know what I mean? So I kind of know what to do. Well, I don't know what to do. I pray I'm never in a situation like that, but I think I have a chance. I think I would survive.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose my ish if I have to. Listen, I ain't going down without a fight. We both gonna have slit wrists, okay?
Somebody told me if somebody's trying to hurt you, and it's a straight guy. Since I'm a gay guy, just run at them naked, and they'll.
I'm crying.
Oh my god!
You gonna be in somebody's trunk too.
Oh no!
Imagine fighting a naked gay man.
That's
Private
funny.
parts hitting you in the face. Yeah, no.
Imagine him putting you in your trunk and you just in there naked.
Oh no! Naked gay man, unalive, downtown. We don't know who caused the crime, but the sources are saying.
Look, and the one thing he was missing.
Okay.
Based off the scratches on his body, his naked body, he put up a good fight. But there's no
No clothes. This was a prostitute.
Prayers
He
out to
was
the family and
voluntarily
friends
naked.
of this individual, WKXL.
I feel like
He
that
was
should be coming on
voluntarily
here.
naked. There were no remnants of clothing being torn off his body.
Oh no!
Excuse me?
What if the clothes are folded up?
No, if you're a naked gay man and your clothes are ripped off, they're probably gonna be like, he was mauled by some cats and killed. They'll come up with anything in the news for you.
And I'm black, Muslim. Yeah, no. They would have been like, he killed himself.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
We do not support.
They'll make a narrative for you. They definitely gonna make a narrative.
But anyway, tonight was really fun. And we got to 4.3K likes. So that's a good thing. Actually, we were at 1K already, within the first, 9 minutes, I think. So good job. Thank you
Period.
guys. But yeah, tonight was such a good talk. I did enjoy it, and it's a wrap for September pretty much. So,
Period.
and it's been a wild September, I will say that.
Well, thank you, Abdi, for bringing me on today.
Anytime. Thank you for
I
coming
really
on.
enjoyed myself. You guys were fun. If you guys have time, please go follow my podcast, Talk with Turk. Top 200 podcast on Apple Podcasts. So I really wish y'all. And I have a new interview with Tabitha Brown and Ashley Tamar Davis from Tyler Perry plays.
Okay.
So go check those out over on YouTube.
And he's universal too, so worldwide.
Yes, 60 countries. Hey.
That's what's
So,
up.
thank you, Turk. I appreciate
Shout out to
that.
Bombs.
And thank you,
Thank
everybody,
you.
for coming back on. And I appreciate everybody for all the love in the comments and everything. So, good night, everybody. Adios.
Y'all in October.
I know. See, in October, I'm gonna decorate everything to be more like Halloween themed behind me anyway.
Season.
That'll be cute.
But love you guys. Good night.
See you later.
Right.
At TURKBISH _ gonna talk about here you go crunching ice and not it ain't even ice. It's a Tootsie fucking roll. It's a Tootsie roll. That's what you get thinking you cute. Yeah.
TURKBISH.